If you were to try to describe yourself to someone who's never met you, what would you say?
Well, I don't know.
Kyle's a very private young man, but you put him on a stage and he just comes alive. And he just happens to have autism.
In typical Kyle fashion, he's not intimidated or anything like that, and I think that's actually one of the pros of autism.
Music's just the ultimate escape for me from reality, you know?
I've seen how music and the power of music has helped Kyle come so far.
He's focused on what he's got to do.
He could be the Jack Nicholson of the singing crew, you know what I mean?
He wants to set his own path. As he says, he wants to bring back rock and roll. I love that picture.
Growing up with Kyle, being that he's autistic, is a very different experience. I guess I'll start from when he was diagnosed.
The doctors gave us a terrible prognosis, and they said the best you can ever hope for is that someday he'll be in a normal classroom.
He just stopped talking, complete personality change.
Withdrawing from us, and well, he lost all of his language. He lost mommy, daddy, bye-bye. It was a very, very difficult time when he was young.
Well, when I was, growing up, bullying was such a huge problem for me. A lot of the kids in, my age groups, noticed the certain things about me, and they would try and exploit that. They would really feed into that and really make my life a living hell.
Memory lane?
Yeah, well, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, Kyle couldn't do a lot of activities that young kids normally do. Like, he couldn't play sports, didn't know about being part of a team, wasn't good at Boy Scouts. But when he found theater, he found the setting that allowed him to grow and develop and be a star like he wants to be.
How much longer can we wait?
As the years went by, do you think it was because of the theater that maybe it brought that out in you?
That was a large part of it, yeah. You have to let go of a lot of those, autistic tendencies, a lot of those inhibitions, because, you have to interact, with the other actors. You have to make eye contact with them. You have to interact with the audience as well. Yeah, it really gave me, some place to, fit in.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
Yeah,
Just to
exactly.
be a part of something,
Right.
Whenever I'd come back home, I'd notice that's when his obsessions started to come out.
He's the encyclopedia of music. He's always right. I will not bet against him at all.
I guess that's part of the more entertaining aspect of autism. What's Freddie Mercury's actual name?
Farrokh Bulsara.
That's weird. Where's he from?
Zanzibar.
There's an actual place named Zanzibar?
Yeah.
That sounds made up.
Coast, no?
Like Xanadu or something.
No, Cory, you're just being difficult.
He started to get into singing. He was taking vocal lessons from somebody in town.
Kyle showed an amazing ability toward not only style, but quality of tone.
Kyle Cousins, thank you very much.
He seemed to have a knack for just naturally being able to write melodies and chord progressions and harmonies and things like that, which is not a natural thing to be able to do.
It never occurred to me to be a songwriter. Because I didn't think I could write songs. I could barely even write, school papers, school essays, projects.
The one thing that Kyle did better than anybody else is to use his emotional connection to his song.
It really allowed me to communicate what I was feeling and what I was thinking, inside, that I couldn't really express it in any other way.
He has rules. He has rules that he lives by. Gets up at 10:30, jumps in the shower, comes out, gets his breakfast.
If we tell him he needs to practice something or he needs to, work on it for an upcoming event,
Not
he
happening.
says, I'll worry about the music.
Yeah. Do you practice some?
Don't.
He gets upset with me a lot, like when I'm driving with the GPS and I have to look at it and he can see that I'm not quite sure where I'm going.
Left, then turn left onto West Loop South.
What?
In a quarter
Mom, where are you
mile,
going?
turn left to merge onto I-610 North.
So you don't know where this place is?
Well, I don't know. I mean, there are various things that can, set me off.
All right, guys, we're rolling, so ready when you are.
Many people with autism, they're not presented with the same opportunities, that Kyle has.
When he lost all of his language, I never dreamed of seeing him on a stage in front of hundreds of people belting it out like he does. But he is going to set his own path, and he is going to be a rock star who just happens to have autism.
This young man is a bright and shining example for all artists everywhere that no matter what your circumstances are, talent will out.
Everything that's happened throughout my life have been kind of leading up to this point.
Yes, I have gone through so many difficult periods of my life, but that's no reason for something that's impacted me to just define me automatically. I mean, some life condition shouldn't be automatically holding me back. I mean, as John Lennon said, nothing is going to change my world.